What is up and welcome to today's video. Today I'll be showcasing an extremely powerful build that feels so far out of the realm of game balance that I'm feeling like this playstyle won't be available forever. I don't genuinely think that this will get patched out of the game, but what I'm going to show you in this video feels so ridiculously strong. There are so many powerful builds and synergies within this game, but nothing that seems quite as easy to regularly pull off as this one. Anyway, I'm just going to jump into character selection and go over to Bumbo the Weird, who is the one we'll be using for this build. It is possible to do this with the other Bumbos, but selecting Bumbo the Weird will guarantee we get the Magic Marker ability, which when used allows us to create more of a selected tile. Magic Marker is what makes this build go round, but we do have to make some progress before the Insanity builds. Definitely hang in there though, I promise that this is worth it. Bumbo the Weird also starts off with Puzzle Flick, another quite strong ability that synergizes extremely well with Magic Marker if you get things set up right. I'll show you how to utilize that in your playthrough, but it will not be the main focus of this video. Anyway, I'm just going to power through the first chapter and meet you guys over at the store when we can spend some coin on getting this build where it needs to be. Alright, things have been going really well so far and we are now at the shop. We're not going to get a massive leap forward with our purchases here, but if you do want the power sooner than later, you have to make sure to purchase this here. It is mandatory. So, spend your 5 coin on Mana Needle here and use that on your Magic Marker ability. This lowers the mana cost from 4 to 3, but we do want to get that 3 down to 2 before we start going for the strategy. Whatever else you spend your money on is up to you. If I have the option to, I usually get Spell Hurt more. That'll be pretty nice for this ability right here, because it already is quite powerful. I'll see if it scales up the way I think that it will. But I usually just blow my money on the skulls over here. It never works out quite well, but I like the idea of getting a Soul Heart for just 5 coins. Oh. Kills may heal. That's actually not bad, but I don't know if it applies to us. I mean, we just have the 1 heart, so it's not really too useful as far as I know. Anyway, just like Chapter 1, I'm just going to skip over Chapter 2, and I will meet you at the shop before Chapter 3. Okay, that was not so bad. The time is now upon us, and we're about ready to go. Just be sure to, again, buy and use Mana Needle on your Magic Marker ability. If your ability now costs just 2 yellow mana, you are good to go. Again, feel free to spend the remainder of your coin however you please. Not much will really matter from this point on, and you'll be mostly free to try out tons of different things within the remainder of your playthrough. Obviously, I'm going to jump on into Chapter 3 to show you what this is all about, but I'm hoping more than anything that it will give you guys a lot of ideas for what you can do with this or other things you can try out. Anyway, here we are. To start the strategy, simply push for a 4+ yellow mana match as soon as possibly you can. One match will allow you to use Magic Marker at least twice to generate even more yellow mana tiles. Most times it is absolutely zero issue to flood the board with yellow mana tiles to the point where you don't even need to manually match them anymore. Matches will simply be generated by you creating the additional tiles. This will quickly get you to the maximum amount of moves available and free you up for so many playstyles and attacks. Obviously, within no time at all, you'll have the maximum allowed moves available and max yellow mana to be used in cloning more tiles. This lets you easily clone another mana type enough to use your remaining moves for a 7+ combo. Honestly, everything from here on out just feels like overkill. It's kind of nice. Sometimes the enemies from this point on can be a pain to deal with, and you'll occasionally need to run out of moves to let them initiate some attacks on you. It should be no trouble to set up a 7 brown tile matchup in order to keep yourself safe and earn the offensive potential you need to win without sacrificing any of your health. I also want to mention the Puzzle Flick synergy as well. When you use Puzzle Flick, whatever type of tile you select on the board will be removed and you will get a puzzle piece to throw at an enemy. Damage of this puzzle piece is by default about half of the amount of tiles you removed, so say you generate 19 yellow mana tiles, which is what I have on the board right now, while creating moves for yourself. Using the tile flick or the puzzle flick on the yellow mana tiles will give you an attack that rounds up to 10 damage for a single enemy. It ends up being half of the damage of however many tiles you remove by default. I'm not really sure if this scales up with power level, but it's extremely powerful as it is and should be more than enough for everything but the bosses. Though the high single damage is obviously still extremely useful during the boss encounters. I mean, 0 damage there, but you get the point. There are a lot more things that you can do with this build, but keeping it to yellow mana has been the most fun for me so far. I love having unlimited moves and carelessly moving pieces to force 7+ combos on the board. Using this build for testing and experimenting is super easy and powerful as well, and it's a great way to get game completions for chances at jackpots if that's what you're wanting. Should you so try this build? What you do or try with it is up to you. If you don't like Bumbo the Weird, getting to Chapter 3 might be a bit annoying for you, but it really is fun to feel so ridiculously powerful and unstoppable in the game, so I recommend you try it out the next time you play. Definitely let me know what you think of playing this way, and especially let me know if you've got any cool and unique builds, whether they are or are not based on this build here. I'm not going to showcase any actual gameplay with the build because I just want to share how ridiculously easy and powerful the magic marker strategy is to take advantage of. I hope you're happy with the time you spent on this video, especially if you have watched it this far. That is it for this video though. I've got more Legend of Bumbo content on the way, so definitely look out for that, and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate you supporting me and this video by watching it all the way through, so thank you a ton for that. Until next time though, take care.